So hello everybody, just going down to the protests, running a little bit late, but just heading down to Trafalgar Square, going to be there very soon. So just coming up to Trafalgar Square, you can hear the cheers. So an amazing turnout today, incredible.
Come upon us and to turn it back, and not just in this nation but in the whole world as well. Whatever they throw at us, with all of us acting together, we can win!
Because from 24 cycles long, the test lacks anything even remotely scientific. In reality, of course, these vaccinations are experimentations and public health emergencies.
We're all here today for one purpose.
So while there's a demo happening in Trafalgar Square, people are sidetracking off here as well.
Let's cause disruption and take to the streets! This is what they want!
I'm here today because I'm a mental health worker. I've been a mental health worker for 18 years and I'm very disturbed by the impacts of lockdowns on the people I work with. I've worked with people in the last year who are suicidal, self-harming, depressed because they're afraid of the virus, afraid of not being able to hug their loved ones and terrified of walking their dog alone in case they get arrested, quote unquote, by the police. This is imbalanced. I'm not saying there's no virus out there, people can make up their own minds. I'm here to ask for some balance in the media so we can look at all angles as to how the lockdowns impact on people's lives, really.
I'm just about fed up with the lies that the government have told and the tyranny that we're under. I look at it from a wider perspective and that the cabal needs taking down, and this has been a well-planned attack on humanity. So I'm not willing to consent to any more of the tyranny that is happening at this time.
Well, this march is against all that the government that was voted in to protect its people are actually causing mass genocide. This march is about my 9 great-grandchildren's future. The people have the power. We must stand up, never give up, right? We're not dead yet, though they say we're dead. Stop paying taxes and all those bills which are illegal, because we shouldn't be paying. God give us everything free. The universe give us everything free, and they have no right to be treating us the way they do. We're breathing his hair.
If everybody accepts the vaccine, the so-called vaccine, you've got tremendous power over people, and that can lead to a whole sorts of a range of things. It can lead to control about how people think, control about how people are. You know, it's a very, very dangerous slope. I think people really need to actually engage in a lot of debates here, and people need to question what's going on rather than just blindly accepting everything.
Fighting for our freedoms, no vaccines, no vaccine passports.
No vaccinating the children.
No, definitely not vaccinating children. They
don't
need it, no masks, just back to how it was.
This is all a complete hoax. We need to get back to how we were.
And how are we going to do that? How are we going to get back to that, do you think?
Take the fucking parliament down.
The government have got to go.
Yeah,
the government, if they can have a member of parliament exited when she's saying the truth and calling Boris Johnson out, she was exited from parliament. That is democracy gone. Democracy gone. We need to get back our democracy.
Well, we've been on this quest since this whole thing began. So we know it's not about a virus, it's about control. Everything that we've said has happened, one after the other, after the other, after the other. We know lockdowns will go on forever. We know they're pushing the vaccine passport. We know that they're pushing people to take the so-called vaccine. So we're standing up for our human rights. And we've been here since the beginning.
We have, yeah. I remember being here last June,
Yes, yeah.
and there was less of us.
Yes.
And we were sort of shouting at passers-by, not in a angry, wailing kind of way, but we were saying they're going to cancel Christmas. And everyone was literally looking at us gone out and saying, you're completely mad.
Nuts.
And there I was 3 days before Christmas, filming in Harrods. It was completely empty.
Yes.
And so we've been vindicated we're up to about 20 times in a row, 21,
Yeah,
something like
must
that. There's no winning streak on the planet that could last this long, unless you've got that almanac out of the Back to the Future where you can actually predict what's happening next.
And we don't like the way it's going. Agenda 2030. It's a bit scary. So there is a great awakening going on at the same time. So it's good for people to see that the numbers are building and that they can join us and that we're friendly and we're normal. We're not right wing. We're not extremists. We're not racist.
It's funny you have to say that even now, isn't it?
Yeah,
you kind of do, because there's so
you
much.
You still have to say it.
Yeah.
There's so much bias in the media.
Yeah.
So we're just normal people. We're spiritual people. We have a God connection, which a lot of the people out there don't have. We will die for our freedom.
Yeah, about where the authority is. So I think most people feel the authority is outside of them.
Yes.
So no data will sway these people until they feel that the authority is outside and that whoever tells them what they should do, they should be doing.
Yeah.
So until they get to a space where the authority is within and they feel the authority within and they feel the power within themselves, then I guess, it starts changing with more people, but we are getting there.
Protect me against the bollocks mutants.
Oh yeah, that's seriously dangerous.
Seriously dangerous, that bollocks mutant.
I mean, it's been going around. He said it yesterday, right? Yeah. Oh, such a load of bollocks.
One, and then there's the cobblers one coming down the line, and the double B bollocks and baloney one.
Oh, seriously, mental. So tell me, my friend, why are you here?
Why am I here? Because I'm here with all these lovely people that are gathered here today in Trafalgar Square, because we need to fight for our freedom, to take back our freedom. Freedom Day was supposed to be on the 19th of July, but in fact Boris is actually it's a fake Freedom Day, because he's coercing people to get vaccines. Care workers in particular, and he's now saying people have got to have vaccines, they've got to be double jabbed just to get into a nightclub, and maybe churches. I mean, where does it stop? This road is just going down the route of complete medical tyranny, and we need to have bodily autonomy, medical freedom, and the right to decide what is put into our body, not up for people in power to decide what is injected into our body.
So to have on Freedom Day our PM announce that we will need vaccine passports for nightclubs and venues is pretty insane. But for the day of freedom, I don't know how they can give you a day of freedom, we are already free, but to do that on the day of freedom, to raise people's hopes up and then say that, is very seriously psychologically damaging.
I'm here because you may not like this, but you can always walk away. Most people do. I believe in our Lord Jesus Christ, and I came here because I love truth.
We are all in the same boat here, and it does not matter where, religious, whatever you are.
I forget religion. I'm not into religion at all. But then neither was Jesus.
Okay, so you just follow Jesus, but you're not religious.
No, if I read the Bible, I find God actually hates religion, never wanted it.
We're all here today for one purpose. We're all here today because we care. We're all here today to be the voice of the people. They can't leave their houses today.
Vernon Coleman.
Stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Should I
bag of people as well. It's not just anti-vaxxers, people like this. There's a whole range of people, new laws that are being brought in, which kind of just been completely ignored by the mainstream. The mainstream are not mentioning any of this, but while certain events have happened around the world, a lot of bills have been passed in Parliament without people's knowledge. And one of the main things is freedom of speech and the right to protest, the right to criticise the government. I mean, it's quite intense, these laws that are coming out. So thank you for watching. Excellent turnout today. Got some excellent interviews. And until next week.
We're all here today for one purpose.